Hey dolls, and welcome back to my channel. I am Malika and thank you guys for tuning in with me today. So today I'm going to be doing a fall inspired makeup look because here in Mississippi the weather is beginning to change and I'll go outside in the morning with a sweater on and by the end of the day I'm a sweaty mess. So it's definitely getting around that time of the year where it's feeling like fall. So I decided to do a fall inspired makeup look for you guys. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Let's go. Alright, so the first thing I like to do when I start off my makeup is prime my face. I'm going to be using the first primer I see in sight, the Maybelline Mascara Primer. And I'm going to just put some on my hands and rub it in. Don't mind my raccoon eyes. I was literally up all night. So just don't mind those raccoon eyes. And right now I'm just brushing my brows into place so that I could get ready to fill them in. And the brow product I'm going to be using today is by Ardell. It's the dark brown brow pomade. And I'm just taking my MAC angled brush and I'm going to apply the brow product to my eyes. And I'm just using small hair-like strokes, and I'm only taking a little product as I go because I don't want to start off too dark. That way I know if I need to darken it up a little bit more or add more product to my brows. So start off with just a little product on the brush because this is a dark pomade. And when I get towards the front, I just brush those hairs up and that product into my hair. Not really adding any more product to the brush because I don't want to make the front of my brow too dark and it'd be like a brow full of product. Like, I like to start off with a light brow and then transition into it being darker. My husband says my brows look like it has a fade. Alright, so now I'm going to clean my brows up with some concealer just to clean up the edges and go over any part of the brow that I overdrew. Like this side, for instance. I'm going to be taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Warm Honey with that same eyeliner brush. And I just start off by outlining the brow and then dragging the product downward so that I can blend it out later. This method works for me so that it won't be so hard to blend that concealer out after this step. Oh yeah, so I'm thinking about doing a tutorial on my skincare routine because I get a lot of questions about how I keep my skin clear as far as like pimples go or like dark spots and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about doing a tutorial on my skincare routine. So if you guys want to see that, please let me know down below and I will do a review on some new products that I've tried and my regular skincare routine that I've been doing for a couple of years now. My problem areas seem to be more so on my forehead, and I think that's from dehydration. Like, I get a lot of, I used to call them heat bumps because my mom called them that. I don't know, but I read somewhere that if you have those like small little pimples on your forehead, then it's probably from dehydration and not drinking enough water. And that is a true fact. When it comes to me, I don't drink enough water. Like, I hate the taste of it. It's so plain. Like, I gotta get better at drinking more water, seriously. I don't understand how my skin is as clear as it is, but I'm guessing it has a lot to do with my skincare routine, but I do need to start drinking more water for sure. So I even try like putting those Crystal Lights packets in my water to make it taste like juice, but I still don't like it. It still ain't good. But I know I need to start drinking it, so I'm gonna challenge myself to drink more water, at least like 3 bottles a day, like 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and then 1 at like right before bed or at dinner. All right, so now I'm gonna blend this product out with my MAC 227 brush just to get it ready for the eyeshadow base, and so that it blends nicely into that with no lines of demarcation. I like a smooth eyelid. I think I'm gonna talk through this video instead of speeding it up because I wanna talk to you guys. I don't ever talk throughout my videos. It's pretty much just telling you guys what I'm doing on my face. So I'm gonna talk through this one. So, okay, let me see. Let's talk about my first brow product, since we're doing brows right now. All right, so my first brow product that I've ever purchased was the MAC Spiked Pencil. And I purchased that because, and it wasn't a pomade or cream product, because the pencil was the easiest thing for me to start out with. Like, the MAC Spiked Pencil is easy to apply, even though it breaks easily. MAC, I hope you fix that. I really hope you guys fix that by now. But anywho, the first brow product that I've ever used was the MAC Spiked Pencil. And again, it was because it was the easiest thing for me to apply, and it was quick and easy, and it made the brows look super natural like hair. And I really enjoyed using it, aside from it chipping off and breaking so easily. Right now, I'm just using that LA Girl Pro Concealer all over my lid in the same color, Warm Honey. And I'm using the same brush, the 227 brush, to buff it out so they can blend into that brow bone highlight. And the second brow product that I purchased for my brows was the Anastasia Beverlyhills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate. And I still use it to this day. Like, I haven't used a pencil since I was put onto that. Like, it's so good, and I hardly ever use it because I want to use it only when I'm going somewhere or doing something special. So it's like products that I only use when I know I'm finna go somewhere. So that's one of those products that I use. If I'm not going anywhere, I will throw on a drugstore brand brow product just because I'm just going to the grocery store or something. But yeah, I really like the Anastasia Beverlyhills Dip Brow Pomade. If you haven't heard about it or you haven't tried it, like, girl, get to it. It's really good. Well, I think it's 19 bucks. I'm not sure, but I will link it down in my description box. Even though I'm not using it today, I will let you guys know since we're talking about it. But yeah, it's a really good brow product to use, and that was my first pomade, and I love it still. Alright, so now I'm just buffing that concealer out so that it won't be sticky or tacky when I apply my powder to my lids to set it with, because I want the powder to get all in the creases of my eyelids. So I'm just buffing it out first with my MAC 109 brush. It's a foundation brush, but it's small enough to buff out my lids, so that's why I like to use it. So I just ordered a new foundation brush from Morphe Cosmetics. It's the Y7 brush. It's a gold brush out of the Gilded collection, but I just got that one brush because I saw a YouTuber that I like named Brianna Marie use it, and it looks like it really buffs out the foundation super good. So I ordered it because I wanted a bigger brush like this that's a little bit more wider, and that looks like what I'm looking for. So I decided to order that, and it was like 13 bucks. All right, now that I have that buffed out and smooth, I'm gonna apply my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Deep. It's a loose powder, so be very careful. You don't want to get anywhere all over yourself. So I'm just gonna pat that on with a small fluffy brush. And I like to do this step because it helps me blend my eyeshadows nicely rather than just going straight in on top of that concealer with nothing on it. So I use a loose powder first so that my shadows can have something to sit on. So I'm just patting that in. And I'm not gonna dust it away because I literally just used a little bit and I patted it on really nice. So the next thing we're gonna move on to is my favorite transition color. It is in the shade Burnt Pepper. It is a MAC blush, and I'm using my MAC 224 brush to apply it with. And I'm just gonna go straight into my crease and swirl it around a little bit. Get it on there nice and good. And I think I'm just gonna do one dip in the pan of it. I'm not gonna go too deep with this eyeshadow look for my transition color because I want it to be, y'all will see, you'll see. Cause I'm not gonna do an introductory little modeling, little jazzy thing at the beginning. I'm just jumping straight into the tutorial, so you'll see at the end. All right, so now I'm gonna do the other side. All right, so since we're talking about first things, let's talk about my first eyeshadow purchase. I think all of my first things came from MAC besides my foundation. My foundation was from CoverGirl, True collection, I think. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was in a purple compact and it was a foundation powder. And I purchased it for prom because my mom was not about to let me get my makeup done at Maccosmetics, which I really wanted to do because one of my classmates got her makeup done for our, I think it was junior prom. Her name is Bria. Bria, your makeup was so pretty. I loved it. I was so mad. I was like, fuck, why didn't my mom let me go to MAC? Shit. So I went to Walmart and I purchased the CoverGirl True Collection, True Matte, something. But it was in a purple container. I remember that. And I will put a picture up of my prom look for junior year. And I can't remember if Bria got her makeup done our junior prom or our senior prom. I'm not really sure. But it was bomb.com. Like, it was bomb. I don't know who did it at MAC, but that was in 2010 or 11. So yeah, whoever did your makeup, girl, it was cute. So the next color I'm gonna use is a yellow mustardy color, and I'm gonna take it from the Anastasia Beverlyhills Subculture palette. And it's, excuse my palette, y'all, because I've been digging in it, so just excuse it. It's right here though, and it's the color Edge. Hold on, my husband just texted me. Let me see what he wants. This fool, I can't stand him. All right, he's a fool. Let's move on. Okay, so the brush I'm gonna be using, it's a little dirty on one side, so excuse that, y'all. I gotta clean my brushes. I've been slacking. But anyway, the brush I'm gonna use is from the Anastasia Beverlyhills palette. And I don't know which palette it's from, but they all are like super identical. And I'm just using the fluffy side of the brush to apply this product because it's a powdery product. So maybe I should have used a flat brush. I'm gonna take that back. Y'all bear with me. My desk is a mess. Okay, so I'm gonna use a flat brush instead. Alright, that's better. Okay, so I'm just patting the product on because it is a little powdery. So, pat, 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 pat. Patty cake, baker, man. Alright, I'm tripping. Okay, so I'm just patting it on. Like so. Oh yeah, since we were talking about prom and stuff, what did y'all do for prom? Did you get your makeup done somewhere or did you do it yourself? I'm wondering. Cause I did it myself. I was super pissed. I was like, I want to get my makeup done at MAC. Heck. And back then it probably didn't cost that much. It was probably like maybe $50 to get your makeup done. Or free, I don't know. Okay, so right now I'm just patting it on because I'm gonna blend out the edges when I'm done with both eyes. So right now just pat it onto your lid like so. Right up into the crease of your lids. So pat, pat, pat. But moving on to shadow, because I didn't even talk about what shadow I purchased. I just jumped right into the foundation. But anyway, so the first shadow that I purchased was from MAC as well. And it was the Amber Light shadow. I think everybody's first shadow was MAC Amber Lights. Like, that was my first freaking shadow. It's like a gold shimmery color. And I was like, yeah, this will work for me. Because I love gold. Like, gold was my go-to shadow color. I used to put it on my whole freaking lid, girl, and I ain't know, nobody couldn't tell me nothing, for real. Like, I was like, I got this gold shadow from MAC, girl. You see it? My husband was so, like, he can tell you that I wore that gold shadow out. Like, I wore it out during high school, wore it out. I got all my money. I got all my money worth. So I'm just blending this shadow out in the crease. But for real though, he got sick of me wearing that gold eyeshadow all over my lid. But I thought I was cute. I guess he was like, are you gonna switch it up? Like, you wore that yesterday. Did you wash your face? No. But oh yeah. It was definitely Amber Lights. I think that's the name of it. I haven't bought another one because everybody got a gold shadow these days. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do, since my face is primed, oh yeah, I forgot. So I'm gonna be using this Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer on my T-zone, just so it could smooth out my pores a little bit more. It makes my concealer look so much more clean. All right, now that I have that on, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade Coconut, because it's right in my view and I don't feel like getting up and going to get my MAC or Estee Lauder. I don't feel like getting up, so I'm just gonna use this. Okay, so I'm gonna apply it to my forehead, my cheeks, chin, and my nose. And I know it looks red, girl. It's gonna oxidize, don't worry. Oh, my stomach growling, did y'all hear that? Excuse you. I'm gonna feed you, girl. Hold up. She clapped back. Alright, so I've already told you guys my first foundation, which was the CoverGirl True Match foundation. I think. Girl, I don't know. But, my first primer. My first primer was the MAC Skin Base Primer. And at the time, I didn't even know what a primer did. She literally just sold it to me and was like, you need this. So I was like, okay, girl, cool, let me get it. And again, I only use that when I know I'm going somewhere and I'll be wearing my makeup the entire day and I need it to look really flawless all day. How many of y'all go into the beauty stores and they just be throwing stuff at you, and then when you get home you be like, now what did she say they did? Yeah, that was me when I first got into makeup. YouTube helped me out a lot when it came to makeup and practicing and playing with it. And then I went to beauty school and I learned a little bit more about the skin and how it works, how to skin match, how to color correct. And then I started working at MAC right after school. So yeah, that's my little makeup journey. If you want to hear more, let me know and I'll do a little story time or something. Do people still do that? Story time? But if you want to know, let me know. Okay, girl. Alright, so the concealer that I'm going to use today is my Shape Tape concealer in the shade Tan Sand. And I'm just going to apply it right under my eyes. Like so. Okay, dolls, so for my first concealer, I'm trying to remember. I think my first concealer was MAC too. I think they like really ran my pocketbook up. Like when I went to MAC for the first time, she like really sold me. She was a good sales representative. All right, so the first concealer that I purchased was the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NC45. And surprisingly, when I went for my first time, the sales representative matched me perfectly to everything. Like everything matched really well. And when I got home, like I knew how to use everything. So I'm happy that my first MAC experience wasn't shitty. And then after I purchased the Studio Finish Concealer, I went back and got the Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC45 for a liquid concealer because I didn't have a liquid concealer at the time. So I went back and got the same color but in a different formula. Oh girl, this is the only workout I do. Like I get so, blending is a job in itself. Like my arm is tired. My stomach is like, are you done, girl? Are you finished? Cause we's hungry. Okay, I am hungry, y'all, but I'm trying to get through this tutorial. All right, so I probably should have grabbed a snack because this tutorial is probably gonna be 20 minutes long, maybe. So if you haven't already got a snack, girl, go and pause the tutorial right quick and go pop you some popcorn or like grab you a bag of hot fries or hot Cheetos. I like the hot fries better because they're not as like crunchy. Grab you some of those. So I just finished up the blending of the concealer with my foundation brush. And it still has some of my foundation on it, like a little bit. So it kind of toned that concealer down, which I like to do. Because I don't want to be out here looking like Casper. Alright, so now that we're done with that, I'm going to move along to the bottom of my lash line. And I'm going to take my flat MAC shadow brush that I use on my lid. And I'm going to go back in with that color Edge from the Anastasia Beverlyhills palette. And I'm just going to go around the bottom of my lash line. Alright, girl, we're working. We're working with something here. I'm getting sunshiny vibes, okay? Now I'm gonna apply some mascara to the bottom lashes, and this is the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. This was my first mascara. Isn't that ironic? I'm using it right now. The pink and green mascara, who all got this? I know you got this for your first mascara. Like this was like, yeah, this was my first mascara. All right. Now, before I do the rest of my eyes, which means my lashes, I'm going to do my blush and contour and highlight. I like to do my lashes last. Oh wait, I skipped a step. If you try this, make sure you test it out first. Make sure you're not sensitive in the waterline to a concealer product. I just be trying to, I don't even care. Okay. Doing this step right here is just gonna make the look, make my eyes a bigger and just like bam, yellow, sunshiny shine. All right, so now I'm gonna contour with the Black Radiance contour palette, and I'm gonna use the contour shade right here. When I first tried it, it was a little red, but then I was like, okay, it's all right. So I'll just contour with it because it's on my desk and it's right here. Now, When I first got into makeup, I didn't purchase anything to contour with, but then when I figured out what contouring meant and how it worked, the first contour shade I purchased was a blush, and it was from MAC. It was, dang, what is the name of it? It was Blunt. There we go. It was Blunt Blush. I know y'all was like, it was Blunt, it was Blunt. Girl, I forgot. Alright, so now I'm gonna try this highlighter in the contour palette by Radiance because I haven't tried it yet and I just want to see. If it doesn't do anything for me, I'm just gonna throw some on top of it because you know I'm a highlighter queen. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that is pretty. Okay. Alright, this might be like my travel palette. It's not too heavy and it looks really radiant, like Black Radiance. Okay. I see where you was going with this. I see you. Girl. You see how quick I caught on to that? Did you see that? This is really cute. I just want to keep going. Oh my god. Oh yeah, let's jump into my first highlighter since I love highlighters. My first highlighter, girl. Y'all gotta guess. Guess it real quick. And if you guessed right, put it down in the comment box below. My first highlighter was MAC Gold Deposit. When I tell y'all, like, I literally bought everything that day, like everything for my face that I needed. But anyway, when I tell y'all that highlighter was like I was really put on that day, for real. Shout out to the sales representative, because girl, you put me on. That was like my favorite highlighter back in the day. The color I'm gonna be taking for my lips is the Melted MAC Liquid Lipstick by Toofaced Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Drop Dead Red. Okay. We gotta make some people drop dead today. No, don't do that. Alright, so, okay, I'll tell y'all what my first liquid lipstick was after I apply this, because I can't really talk and do it at the same time. Okay, so my first liquid lipstick, I can't remember the shade because I ordered a whole bunch of them, but they came from ColourPop Cosmetics and they were super cheap. My sister is FaceTiming me. What does she want? I'm about to put her on here. Hello?
Oh, you scared.
Oh, I'm recording. I'm gonna put you on.
No.
Say hey.
I was a mess.
So.
What are you recording on?
My camera. So you're gonna be on there. You're gonna be on here. You have to wait till I get done, okay? Bye. Alright, so let's get back to this look. She just interrupted me, so she made her first debut on YouTube, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna take these lashes that I ordered from wish.com. I saw a makeup artist on Instagram using them on her clients, so I decided to order a few from my clients, and I wanted to try them out first before I put them on them, just to see like what they look like first. Alright, y'all, so that is it for this final tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing it and talking to you guys. If you dolls want more talk through tutorials, then please let me know down in the comment box. I really want to do more because I want you guys to get to know me better and get a better understanding of who Malika is. So if you guys want to see more talk through tutorials as I do my makeup, let me know down in the comment box below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial again. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, girl, hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you dolls in the next one. Bye.